Ian Doyle, Kristian Walsh, James Milner confirmed as Liverpool's first summer signing this morning. Ian, you've been speaking to the club this morning. What can they expect from their first signing of the summer?
Well, personally speaking, I think it's a great signing. I mean, he's somebody who's he's played with great experience. He's obviously got great qualities. Won the league with Manchester City, won the FA Cup with City, been a regular in the Champions League for them, and above all, he's a winner. And as an England international, Liverpool know that they're getting quality, and especially for a free transfer, it's a bit of a no-brainer, really. And I think really it's a big coup for Liverpool.
Kristian, 29 years old Milner is. This is obviously a departure from what we've seen from FSG before in the transfer dealings, where they've concentrated on a lot younger players. Do you think this is something that needed to happen this summer?
You'd hope so. They've obviously looked at last summer and the huge potential, and it didn't quite work out. Moreno didn't have a great season, Markovic, etc. I mean, they have signed a player from Manchester City on a free before in the past couple of seasons, of course, Kolo Toure, but this just feels a little bit different. You know, Milner, although he only started, I think it was 18 league games for the club, he was a big part of that Manchester City side. He isn't coming towards the end of his career. He's very much still in his prime. He's still doing a lot of running in that midfield, so it feels like, you know, City's loss is very much Liverpool's gain, and you know, FSG probably do need to have a look at the players they are signing this summer, because it didn't work last season. As we know, there's a comprehensive plan to make this season better for Liverpool. So whether this signifies it, whether it's the start of it, I don't know, but it certainly is something that hopefully should be happening at the club, because I think it's what they need.
Ian, as Kristian's sort of highlighted, their recruitment has very much been at the centre of fans' concerns about what's been happening at Anfield. Last season's money is generally regarded as not having been well spent, and really this summer needs to be a whole lot better, and this needs to be the first of a number of key signings.
Well, I mean, you could argue that even the summer before wasn't particularly well spent. You had Aspas and Alberto, and they're both not really anywhere near the club at the moment. I think Liverpool, they're going to have to spend wisely, because they've got to get back into that top four. That's what it's all about for the club, especially with, bear in mind, at the beginning of the next season, they're going to be starting in a new look Anfield, big new stadium, and I think the owners would want them to be able to have Champions League football to promote this new stadium that they've got. And I think Brendan Rodgers, there's been a bit of talk about the transfer committee. I think he mentioned this this improvement plan or whatever it was, the way it was termed. And I think transfer committee and buying players, the type of players that they bring in, that's something that they're going to have to look at, because clearly something's got to change.
Kristian, finally, there's a famous Twitter account called Boring James Milner. I don't think Liverpool fans will be anyway worried about him being maybe a bit straight-laced and everything if he performs on the field.
Well, no, and this whole reputation of boring, it's a bit unfair. You can have a giggle at the Twitter account, but it derives from the fact that he's a hard-working Yorkshireman who doesn't like his drink. So I don't know if that's boring or just sensible. But Liverpool need boring. I think young Spaniards and Serbians and Germans are all very exciting, and it didn't exactly work out for them. You look at Dejan Lovren, he's certainly not boring, but I'm pretty sure that they take a boring centre back over him. So boring, reliable, whatever you want to call him, it's probably what Liverpool need right now.
I mean, another point that needs to be made as well is he's coming in with a load of experience. Steven Gerrard's gone. While he won't be a replacement for him in terms of a player, Liverpool are looking for a captain, and will James Milner, will he be somebody who could be given the captaincy?
Well, let's hope he's the first of a number of key signings this summer. Cheers, lads.